Alright, hey, this is my first video back. It's a monocolor battle against Ominousacid95. His channel link will be in the description. I'm using a team I call Team Support Breast Cancer, well, Breast Cancer Awareness. It's a mono pink team. When I told him the theme I was doing, he decided to chip in and do a mono pink theme too. It doesn't really help much in terms of the general perspective, but I thought it was a nice thing to do. So he brings in Mesprit. I send out Slowking because I didn't really see anything on his team that Slowbro rather really threatened. He U-turns out. It does a lot, so I'm assuming he has a decent attack investment. I get a paralysis on the Slowbro, and that's where we are. Alright, so he gets a pair of hacks. Would have been kind of interesting to see what it did. I set up my Stealth Rock. He gets up a Nasty Plot. Now, I didn't see that. Had I seen that, I probably would not have stayed in, because seeing the Nasty Plot and staying in against Blissey, I would have assumed Psyshock. But no, I assumed he got Parahacks because I didn't see that anything happened. So I stay in for my second Seismic Toss. He hits me with a Psyshock, and now the amount of damage that it did makes so much more sense, because I was just mind-boggled by the absolute astronomical amount of damage it did. So, I'm going to switch out and switch into Muriel, because I'm like, okay, Muriel's got gigantic defense. This should be fine. Well, gigantic defensive investment. He gets up a Nasty Plot again. Now I see that he has Nasty Plot. And I'm thinking, oh god, that's how much that thing did after plus 0? This is going to hurt like hell. Then he surfs me. Now, it doesn't kill, which is incredibly surprising now that I know that it's at +4. When it was at +2, it wasn't so surprising. But I left Muriel in mostly to die because I didn't want anything to take a boosted anything off of Slowking. Because, you know, that whole 110 base special attack. Or 100 base special attack. But, Muriel ends up dying. I probably should have saved Muriel for later, but it doesn't really matter big picture. I send in my Clara Clefable. Goes for that double edge because I'm using that amazing wall breaker set, which isn't that amazing, but I love to use it. He switches in Mew. I'm like, alright, I kind of want to see what this thing does, and I don't want to switch in anything else. He goes for a Sword Stance, and that scares the shit out of me. Because if he has something for Slowbro, he can literally just tear through my entire team. I stayed in here because I thought he would be predicting the Slowbro switch in, but he doesn't. He goes for the Drain Punch, kills off my Clefable. That would have been great to have kept around. Should have just switched in the Slowbro. It's, I guess, the safer play, but it was my only thing that was a real check to it, because I can T-Wave it. He switches out, which tells me he has nothing to really deal with Slowbro, so now I feel like an even bigger idiot for not switching it in the first place. I get my T-Wave off, but it hits a Lickalicky, so again, I hit another very slow Pokemon with a T-Wave. I switch in my Melodic. I was hoping that it would do more damage than it did. When the Substitute goes up, I'm kind of excited because I completely forget that the Life Orb damage, recoil rather, still kicks in when you hit a Substitute. Because in 4th Gen, it didn't, if I remember correctly. So I was hoping I could bluff like a bulky Melodic with enough special attack to break a Substitute. But I don't get to. He sees that I have Life Orb, which is really, I guess it's not that unfortunate because it turns out I can't kill him anyway. But it would have been a nice, you know, just hit him with the Surf, break his sub, doesn't know I have Life Orb, hit him with Life Orb, do an astronomical amount of damage to him. But no, that's not how it works. He just power ups and fucking kills my Melodic. Yeah, that's fun. So now 2 out of 3 of my quote-unquote win conditions are down. And I hit the Lickalicky with an Aura Sphere. It doesn't kill. I thought it did. It would have been great if it did. See, the Body Slam, it's fine, because I know it can take it, but I get the paralysis. So now my only other offensive Pokemon, my only way of getting past this Chansey left on my team, is completely gone. So now I'm remembering that he has that Chansey with that Eviolite that I have no chance of getting past, because my Blissey doesn't carry Toxic. It was a last-second move that I cut in the effort to run Flamethrower, because, you know, Blissey's completely useless against Gengar unless it has Flamethrower. And I didn't want to switch up my team once I heard he was bringing Mono Pink, but he poisons my Slowbro. I get off the Psyshock, I see that it does like 15%, and I'm just like, alright, this battle's over. I can't win the Stall War. So I run. That was a good game, Ominous Acid. Rate, comment, subscribe, message me if you want to battle, add me on Skype, link will be in the, name will be in the description. I'll battle any tier. Okay, bye.